So welcome back to the Headspace Journey, and today's 17. Now, many people say that when they're learning to train the mind in this way, they often experience a little bit of boredom. And if you think about it, that's not that surprising, given how stimulating everyday life is. So when we pause and we sit without any distraction at all, then because we're not used to it, it can feel quite boring. But that's really, usually at least, because we haven't developed sufficient curiosity in the exercise. There's perhaps a feeling of wanting to be somewhere else or of wanting to be doing something else. And so we're not really present with what's happening. There's an idea of the possibility of doing something else instead. So the more we can be present and genuinely curious in what's happening in each and every moment, the less likely we are to experience boredom. So just take a moment or two to get comfortable, eyes open, and when you're ready, some deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And with the next exhalation, just closing the eyelids, allowing the breath to return to its natural rhythm as you just settle in for those different physical sensations. And just taking the time to notice any sounds. As you notice the sounds, also noticing any resistance to any of those sounds. And then just bringing the attention back to the body. Just starting to notice how the body's feeling. And again, being curious, genuinely curious in the present moment. Starting at the top of the head, gently scanning down towards the toes. Not assuming anything is the same as yesterday or the day before, but really looking at each part of the body afresh and noticing those areas of tension and areas of comfort, of ease. At the same time, just starting to notice any particularly obvious mood that might be around right now. As you continue to scan down towards the toes. And having acknowledged that, as always, just taking a moment to be clear about your motivation, your intention, to be clear about how beneficial this is not only for yourself, but also to those around you as well. And now just coming back to the breath. So just resting the mind on that rising and falling sensation. And just becoming a little bit more familiar with that feeling. And then when you're ready, just starting to count the breaths as they pass. Again, applying a genuine sense of curiosity, not assuming that each breath is the same as the next, but watching each and every one afresh. Remember, the minute you realize the mind has wandered off, it's got caught up in any particularly strong feeling or pattern of thought, in that moment, letting go of whatever that is and just bringing the attention back to the breath again. And then just letting go of any focus at all, without any effort, any sense of control, just letting the mind do whatever it wants to do. And then just bringing the attention back to the body again. Feeling the weight of the body, the physical contact between the body and the chair or the floor. Noticing any sounds. Just bringing the mind back into the physical senses as you just gently open the eyes again. And as you just sit back for a moment, it's worth just reflecting on this idea of boredom and curiosity with this exercise. So if we're only interested in getting a result from the exercise, if we're not really interested in the journey and the process of it, then we're never really going to find the answer that we're looking for, because the journey and the process, that is the answer. It's learning to observe with a soft focus, with a curious mind, with an open mind, that we start to really get an understanding of the dynamics of mind, that we start to experience a greater sense of calm and clarity in everyday life. I'll see you back here tomorrow for day 18 of the Headspace journey.